Hey, hello. Let us continue our tutorial. Now, today we start from creating our database. Let me come here and I run localhost /phpMyAdmin. With this one, I will have this part, and from here, I have already my database test from my exam, which is test. Here in test I have two tables, product and user account. Let me use my product table for not to waste my time creating another one. But of course you can create a table here. Let me show you how to create another table. You just come and click on new, and you put here the first column ID. You give it the type. You can give it a length, like I can say it will be like 20. The default value, if this one will be an ID, you can come here and just to make it auto increment. By checking here, it will assign it primary key, and you can put here, you can call it any name you want, like designation, and here you put, if it is varchar, you put the size, and you put here default value. You can say it is null or not. If you select null, it will check here default value null, and you can put here a date, time, and you put here, this is the column name. Let me put here colon for you to differentiate those two, and you choose here tip date time. If you choose timestamp, it will assign by itself any type of any value stored from the server part. But here let me use that time, and you can come here and you put current timestamp if you want by default, and you can put here like a user ID, the one who created the information. You can keep int, and you put the size here or the length, and you put here as default you say it will be 0, and just you come here down, then you save. And of course the table name, I can call it here test2. This is for testing purposes, and you save. As you can see here, I have my table created already. This is the structure. Now for testing purposes, let me continue using my product table. This one I will delete it after. Now from product I have ID, designation, type, label, and I have that creation, that delete, and delete status. This delete status will help us to just not delete from the database, but to delete from the interface. This can help you just to not lost data when you are deleting, or when you made some mistake when you are after deleting from the interface. Now after having our database with our table, I can come here in my model. Here in product model, I have already a constructor which helped me to load a database, and the database name is specified here from the config folder database file. There is this database name which is here. Now after loading my database here, I will need a function to save data, a function to retrieve data, and a function to update data. Those three functions are these ones: to save product, to list product, to get one, and to update product. Now to save product, I will just call this. This is how Codeigniter make everything easy. Just by writing this db insert in product, and I give it data, it will insert and return me a status. By calling list product, I will just give it the delete status. I say everything which is in database with delete status, which is 0, just return me that thing. Now by using this db get, it will return me all the content from the database except delete status, which is different of 0. Now for get one product, of course I will have to pass the product ID. Now with the product ID, I will just call again get where function. Get where function, I call the product table, and I give it in parameter the array of condition, it will return me the data which have id colon, which is equal to the product id I called that function. Then after we return the query row. Now for the update function, of course I will give it the product id and the data to update. Now I will say where I have this id equal to that product id passed in that parameter of that function, just update that product, update that data from the product table. Now with that I'm sure I will make my CRUD. This is the complete CRUD there in the model. Now let us go in the controller. Stay tuned, let us continue from here. We'll go to the controller to proceed our logic. Thank you.